Welcome to another quick review from Ultimate DIY. Today, guys, it's going to be a review and a quick install. And what we're going to be reviewing and installing are these Cinoton LED floodlights. These are going to come in a pack of 2. You can actually take these LED lights and you can mount them on the side of a building. You can mount them in a garage, a barn, a walkway. You can light up a flagpole. You can do an awful lot with these. What we're going to do, though, is I'm going to replace these old halogens I have on my work stand. I use this when I'm putting up drywall, when I'm painting. I will use it outside when I am working on things like siding, like this here, or trim work. And that's another good reason for these lights, because these are rated to be outdoors, so it's not going to hurt them if they get wet. Now, the specs on these lights, they are going to be 5000K daylight white, and it's 9100 LM, which is going to cover about 200 square feet per light. We're going to have 2 of them, but they're pretty close together, but it's going to brighten everything up like daytime. These are rated to last 50,000 hours. So when I was talking about changing these halogens, I'm changing these out about once a month because they either get banged around and pop or they just burn out. So I don't have to worry about that any longer. You'll also notice these get very, very warm and the glass gets very foggy. These are going to have clear fronts, so they're going to be much brighter. I do have a plug here. I have the wire. It is plugged in. So when I go to wire this, it's going to be very simple. I'll probably put it on time lapse. All I have to do is unplug it. But I have a switch, and I'm going to just do it briefly so you can see how bright these are. Right there. I mean, they're not bad, and they do put out some warmth. The problem you will also have, though, with that heat is you have to be very careful what this gets up near, because it could literally start a fire because it gets so hot. You're not going to have to worry about that with these. And by the way, guys, these are only going to run about 65 watts. These right now, I believe, are about 200 each. So it's going to be a pretty big savings in my electric bill when I'm actually running these as well. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it in time lapse real quick, take these off, mount these, and then we'll flip them on and we'll see how well they turn out. So let's do that. Got it off. There's just 2 little set screws that actually went through that holds this top plate here on right here, and the actual lights just go through the top. You're going to have obviously a common white, you're going to have black, which is going to be your hot wire, and I've got a green wire, which is going to be my earth ground. Now let's open this up and see what they gave us. Hopefully we have everything we need here. I see they did give us new wire nuts, so we'll put those in. Actually, there's 2 packs of wire nuts. That's good. So we got that. And here are lights right here. And they've got the bottom with the little anchor. So hopefully my other nut will actually work. They do have a little instruction manual in here as well. And everything else good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to reverse engineer it and put it back together. I'll put it together on that first, put it in, wire it together, and let's fire it up. So let's do that. It's done. If you noticed in the time lapse, I had to get a helper to come help hold it because I had to hold the bar and wire it. So it was a lot easier with two sets of hands, but it was extremely easy. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but these are all aluminum housing or casings on these things. So they're made to last a long time because of the aluminum in the coating. And I believe it's also a polycarbonate that they're using on here in a combination with the aluminum. But that aluminum helps dissipate heat, which is great, even though LEDs do not put out a ton of heat, not like these things do. Not only did I get rid of this and all the cloudiness and all the pain, but these are heavy. Those are very light. So this is going to make my cart a lot lighter and easier to move around. Now, all I do here now is get them where I'm going to want them, and I tighten up the little rings and lock them into place. And I may leave them slightly loose so that while I'm working, I can move these where I want them to go. So real quick, let's go ahead and flip it on so you can see how bright it is. And these are actually shining right at the camera. So hopefully it doesn't blind you guys too much, but here we go. I mean, that is very bright. I already blinded myself again looking at the lights, but this is going to be fantastic. If you turn these around and face them to against the building, you can see how nice it lights everything up. I should be able to work very easily with these, and I can use these inside as well because they're not putting out a ton of heat. I can light up a wall so I can see any shadows that need to be sanded if I'm putting in drywall, taping and bedding. So overall, fantastic lights. I'm super pleased. I'm so happy that I got these. I think they are going to work fantastic. So if I was going to rate them on a scale of 1 to 5, I'd definitely give them 5 stars, probably give them a few more stars, just how easy it is to put them in. So do yourself a favor, pick yourself up a set today. I don't think you'll regret it. And we'll see you guys on the next one.